Salute, salute. Welcome to BANGnACES Live and Direct Sport Commentary with your host Bang and Shy on the line today. Know It All Design, salute, A2GG. We gonna jump right in. This is the week 2 preview breakdown and matchup breakdown. Let my book go. There we go. What's up, everybody? Say what's up to Shy. Shy, what up, CJ?
What up? Let's go. Let's get right in.
Let's get
We're
right
excited.
into it.
Week 2, baby. Week 2.
Hey, but I don't know. All praises to the Most High, man. I don't know. My mic was acting crazy for a while, and then it just pops on. You know what I mean? So I guess they want to hear me. We were just on the topic of Danny Dimes and the New York Giants, who versed the Washington football team. Got to get used to that. And should have came away with the W, but came away with a big L. Danny Dimes looked pretty decent in the game. He had some unfortunate drops. He had some unfortunate penalties that held this team from actually taking home that W. But bad teams find ways to lose is the, I would say, narrative of the week. And Shy, how you feel about that?
I've been watching it, and I'm not impressed with the Giants at all. I'm not impressed with Dimes. I don't know why they don't use Saquon Barkley. And the only real receiver on the team is Sterling Shepard, so let's throw him the ball 100 times.
Salute. I agree, man. Shepard looks really healthy. He's running his routes
He looks
really
great.
well. His first time in like 3 years that I've really seen him this healthy. So that's dangerous. You know, he come from the cruise days and all of that. So he know how to run routes, man. If Danny Downs can hit him in time, and I think they could be special. I also think Slayton could be special if he's not dropping fucking open passes. But outside of that, man, the Giants 0-6 in primetime games. Hello, numbers don't lie, people. What should the Giants do? What do they need? What do they need to do to get right on this season? Know what I mean? Can Danny Dimes do it? Is he in the same boat as I put what did we say? Who did we say? Oh, the Oakland quarterback, Derek Carr and Sam Darnold, and you know what I mean?
The full basket of mediocre. Exactly.
Okay.
That's all he's showed to be so far. So I don't expect much more. They have the weapons. If they ran a balanced offensive attack, they could be. The defense is good enough. They could be. That division is up for the taking. So, I mean, it looks like Philly is the best team in that division. Dallas, you know? It's ridiculous.
This is true. Philly looks really good. Everybody tried to undersell Jalen Hurts, and he had a good debut game. I could say he had a great one, but I'll hold off on that because I feel like he could be better. He gave me the vintage feel of Michael Vick for some reason. You know what I mean? We'll see though. You know what I mean? That's premature.
Yeah, he looked good. I agree with you there. He did look good. Take nothing away from him. Devonta Smith looks great. The rookie is amazing. So we'll see. But, yeah, who they play this week?
Who was that? The Philly? Philly plays... Let's see. Hold tight. Philly plays 49ers at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock game. That's going to be interesting because Hurts against Garoppolo. Whoa. But we'll get there. We'll get there. That's a nice preamble. I got to prepare for that. What do you think about this Broncos-Jaguars game? Easy win for the Broncos or what?
I don't want to call it an easy win. I mean, it is the NFL, but on paper, it looks like the Broncos should have no problem smacking up the Jags. You know, the rookie's not ready for Von Miller and the boys. I don't think.
I don't
know
so
if Bradley Chubb is playing though.
That's why I say easy win, because the defense of the Broncos and a rookie quarterback, they're gonna try to feast. No, man. That's what I would think. Who's the Jaguars running back?
The Jaguars running back is James Robinson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
He's pretty good, but
solid.
Didn't look that way against Houston last week. So if they can't run on Houston, I think they're gonna have a real hard time running the football throughout the year in general.
Yeah. Let's see. Who do they have as their quarterback, the rookie? Who's their wide receiver? Who's their best wide receiver? DJ Shark?
I mean, Shark is what they think is the best. I don't know. I want to say LaVisca probably. Shark is always inconsistent, and you know, if we're talking football, he's a great football player. If we're talking fantasy, he's inconsistent and scary. So I try to stay away from him. I'd rather have LaVisca. I know he's not going to get me 30 points, but he's going to get me double digits, and so he's a good wide receiver 3. You know,
I think Shark is a very talented. He doesn't have a consistent quarterback. Still fresh and raw. That's the problem. He shouldn't be raw after a complete 2 seasons, and so you know that's I was curious about that LaVista pick because I don't really know much about him. Not being that I don't watch the Jags like that. Yeah, that's something I'll keep an eye on. And they don't have no defense, huh? Nothing defensively.
The Jags sold their defense off 2 years ago, and I don't think they're going to buy a new one anytime soon.
Come on, Florida. Take notes, man. You better take notes from the City of Champs, man. Oh,
real. They don't know what happens when Tommy comes to Tampa.
Wow. Moving right along to the also 1 o'clock game. Bills versus the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm excited.
Divisional game. It's going to be a really interesting game with Tua looking healthy. Myles Gaskin in the backfield. Defense is looking a little strong over there in Miami since the ending of last year. So, what's been the difference with that?
Well, all those picks, man. Their GM set up beautiful, and they got a lot of first and second round talent on both sides of the ball, and you saw it come to fruition last year, and you're starting to see the culmination of it this year.
I agree, man. They look great the ending of last year, and now if they can get their offense off the gate, they can be something in the AFC when the AFC is up for grabs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the East. That East is up for grabs, definitely.
East is up for grabs, you know, with the Patriots having a rookie quarterback and all. But we'll get to them. Bills underachieved week 1. Healthy scratch. Moss was a healthy scratch. Singletary looked like he's going to be used in the system. But, you know, the Bills are shaky because they switch things up on a week-to-week basis. According to their history, Josh Allen didn't look as strong. He struggled. He needs to pass more efficiently, and defense needs to be more in tune.
Yeah,
what do you think about that?
This week, Moss will be active, so they're going to try to probably stay a little more balanced, which is good.
Yeah.
That'll open things up for Allen, and hopefully they look more like Buffalo this week. You know, they looked real bad last week. I agree with you. They were lackluster at best.
No, they were one of the fiercest AFC teams last year, and I didn't see that last week. They looked weak last week. They looked like the Jets could beat them. They looked like the Dolphins could beat them. They looked like the New England could beat them. So that's what I mean by open AFC East. You know what I mean?
agree. I agree 100%. They looked sloppy, so they need to tighten up because they have the tools. They got the defense. They got the weapons on the offense. They just got to run a more balanced offense, and I think we're going to see that this week. Moss is going to be active. Singletary is going to be active. So I think we're going to see them run a combination of both. Hopefully they look a little bit more like Buffalo of last year because I got pieces of Josh Allen everywhere.
Yeah, man. Josh got to just use Diggs. He got to use Beasley. They got a decent offense over there, man. And
they really do.
And they
really do, man.
They got to get it going. Granted, the loss was to the Steelers, whose defense looked really good. And it was an early matchup where Buffalo looked overmatched. You know what I mean? Steelers defense looked formidable, and they contained Josh Allen, and it seems like when he can't run, he struggles. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's the Steelers. You know, they are the Steelers. They are a top 5 defense always. You know, so
I agree.
It's I want to see what they do this week. You know.
Okay.
They do have a better opponent. It's Miami. Miami is good, but they're still in the rebuilding process themselves. This should be a much better game by Josh Allen and the boys, I think.
Okay, so Josh Allen's fantasy perspective is Josh is a start or a sit?
I would definitely start. You know, you don't sit a guy like Josh Allen. You drafted him in the second, maybe third round. Sometimes he slides to the fourth, but you drafted him. He's high draft capital. He plays, you know.
You sitting or starting Diggs?
Definitely starting Diggs. Yeah. You got to throw the ball to his guy, and
yeah.
I think this week he'll get it there. You know, Miami got secondary, but Diggs is gonna eat. He always does.
Sitting or starting Beasley?
Well, Beasley is always a good flex. Mm-hmm. He always catches good 5 or 6 passes. Good so point. If you're in a pinch, you can have him. I mean, I got him on my team. I'm not personally starting him this week. Me either. He is good. And I'll keep watching. And like I said, he's great by filling in the flex. So
sitting or starting Singletary?
You know, I don't like Buffalo's running backs. I
really don't. Not this year, because they switch it every week, man. And, they got a history, man. They scary.
So I'll watch it and see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. So same answer for Moss, right?
Definitely. Did both. You know, the whole the whole running back core as a whole. I just want to watch it a week, see what I see now that Moss will be active, and you see their usage when both are on the field. We'll see what happens. Like I said,
All right.
it's still a wait and see to me.
All right, so one more. Sitting or starting? Knox.
I think in deep leagues, in real deep leagues, like 12 and 14 team leagues, he's definitely worth a start because he's going to catch 3 or 4 passes. You just don't know what they're going to be for. They're going to be for 10
2 of them could be touchdowns.
8 yards. Huh?
Yeah. 2 of them could be touchdowns in the red zone.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
And that's the thing with Knox. So in a deep league, yes. In a short league, probably not. In a 10-team league, probably not.
Excellent. Yeah, I think Knox is a sleeper player. I personally got him as a sleeper player. For me, I think he's underrated tight end. And I think when Josh Allen has great games, he usually has 5 or more targets. We'll see. That's when Josh Allen can run. When he can run, and then he could throw to Knox, and then throw over the top to Diggs. You know what I mean? But
I think in daily fantasy, in tournament play, Knox is a great sleeper. I agree with you there. But in season long, I think I could take the 10 other tight ends.
Right.
In a short league, I like better.
Okay. If you like the Bills, though, Knox is not a bad play for you.
Not at all. Okay. Not at all. And I agree with you. When Allen has his good Knox eats. So, yeah, he's a good sleeper, bro. Definitely, I would play him in daily, in the tournament style, definitely. But in one-on-ones and 50-50s, I'd probably go with a more higher rated tight end or higher ranked tight end.
Yeah, me too.
But I like Knox. I think he's, like you said, he's a good sleeper. He's a great tight end too to have as a backup if your guy maybe has a bye week or has an injury. He's a good guy to have on the bench to know that you got some solid tight end. If you're in tight end premium leagues like we play, if you're not in a tight end premium league, then again, he's probably just a wait and see, waiver wire, speed dial type guy.
Okay. Yeah, so that was the wrap up for the Bills Dolphins. Now moving on along to how you feel about the 1:00 game, Texans and Browns. We touched on it a little earlier, but we weren't live. Let's dive into that. That's Baker Mayfield versus Tyrod Taylor, and the veteran Texans. Who looked really good last week. I believe they put 27 on the board.
Like I said, they were playing the Jags, brother. They
were
good playing the Jags.
It's a start. The Jags are an NFL football team, and it's not the Texans' fault that the Jags didn't come prepared. You know what I mean? So,
but they do have a college coach now, so.
Yeah, Urban Meyer, right? Urban Meyer is the coach of the Jags?
Yes.
Yeah. And you know what? I loved me some Urban Meyer in college. I thought he would do a better job with the Jags. I guess they're just not drafting right. I don't know.
It's early. Like you said, it's early, but that's why I don't want to get too hyped up on the Texans. On paper, Vegas got Cleveland rolling the Texans
by 13,
by like 10 or 12.
13 plus.
13 is the spread. Jesus. So again,
goodness gracious, that's the biggest of the week.
I love all the pieces on Cleveland. I think they're all fantasy starts this week. All of them. Get your pieces of Cleveland in.
Oh man, Cleveland, man. Last week they looked remarkable. for 3 quarters, and then in 1 quarter, I watched them just crumble, man. They crumbled. I don't know, man. People say bad teams lose football games. To me, they're not a bad team, but in that 4th quarter, you cannot convince anyone that they wasn't a bad team. They messed up completely.
They were playing the Titans. When you're playing the Chiefs, that's the Titans of the AFC. They were playing Pat Mahomes. If they'd have been playing the Jags, it would have been a whole different situation. So again, that's where the difference was. I think Cleveland is a much better football team than what they did in that 4th quarter. But they weren't playing Pat Mahomes. He's diabolical, bro. He's great at what he does.
Say that again, man. How many career running touchdowns does he have? 7 or 8? How many years he been in the league? 3?
Yep.
Oh man, that kid's career numbers, man. If he stays healthy, granted he stays healthy, is gonna be insane, man.
Yeah, but didn't Baker do a good job? I know you're a Baker Mayfield fan. He did a great job. He's playing the Chiefs' defense is good.
Man, Baker did excellent, right? To not have a consistent number 1, but he played comfortable. And I like that Baker. I like that comfortability Baker. I don't know. I think they make the mistake in the last 2 minutes, man. I think Baker helps crumble in that time frame as well. You know what I mean? And he got to get that together, man. He been in the league how many years? 4?
Mm-hmm.
So 1 more year than Patty Mahomes. Patty Mahomes they were so nervous, but I get it. They the Super Bowl? No, they wasn't the Super Bowl champs. Did they win a chip?
They was in the big game. No, they was in it though.
They was in
lost
it.
To Tommy.
Okay.
And they're going to be in it again this year if no one steps up in the AFC. I mean, but we'll talk about that.
Yeah, it's week 1.
Going back to this game. This is Cleveland. I think Cleveland really I think on both sides of the ball are a better football team than the Texans, regardless of the veterans. I just think they're a better football team. Period.
So you got them winning. You think they'll match the spread, or they'll blow it out?
I do. I think they'll cover the spread. I do. I think they win this game handily. I think Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt go absolutely crazy. I think Chubb gets 100, 120 in the first half, and Kareem Hunt closes out the game with 100 yards. I really do. I think they both get 100 yards or more in this game.
I'm in agreement. I think they both gonna eat. I believe they're both starts this week. I got them starting in both my leagues. I think Kareem Hunt gonna be used more than he was used last year. But Chubb is not gonna lose anything. He's gonna get his touches. I just don't think he's gonna get 25 touches. He'll get 15 to 20 touches. You know what I mean? Kareem Hunt will get 10 to 15 a game if he's eating, because he catches the ball out the backfield.
What do you think about the tight ends for Cleveland?
Oh, I love the tight ends. Njoku needs to be the man, though. In my opinion, they got Austin Hooper. I don't know if Mayfield is more. He looks more comfortable with Njoku, but it seems like they only use Njoku for more blocking plays than going out. And he's really fast. He got hands, and he looks healthy. Most important, and I think Hooper. I think they better start running some double tight end spreads or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? That's what I think about they tight ends. I think they have 2 of the best tight ends in the game. You know what I mean? If they're healthy. You know what I mean? But that hasn't played out according to the Raiders. So, but Yeah, man. Cleveland is a dope team. I think Njoku in deep league is a start. In short leagues, he's not going to get a look, but he may be a sleeper tight end. You know what I mean? Everybody's going to play Hooper over him, but Njoku just gets 3 or 4 passes, and 2 or 3 of those could be touchdowns. Like, so you got to be careful with that one. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, man.
How do you feel about the Texans side of the football?
I believe they're being underrated. They're a veteran football team. You pointed out something to me when we were off about their defense, and that might be their biggest weakness right there. If they can't stop anybody, they'll lose. You know what I mean? If they were just playing Jaguars last week, Jaguars did throw for 300 plus yards. Yeah, Brandon Cooks, man. I'm starting
Cooks too. I like Cooks as a wide receiver.
And that's why I think people undermine Taylor's arm, and if he's at a veteran stage where he's throwing to a person like Cooks, I think he could be a different player because of his legs. You know what I mean? Like sort of similar to the Ravens quarterback. And he's a vet. He knows these systems. You know what I mean? So I think they could be undersold, but if they can't stop anybody, they in trouble. You know what I mean? And who are they running back? That's sad that I even have to ask. Who's they running back?
Well, they have 5 of them. They have
5. Wow.
Their starter is Mark Ingram.
Okay.
Their
great back.
next person. They got Mark Ingram. They got Philip Lindsay. They got
Philip Lindsay too. See, that's what I mean. Like, they got Mark Ingram, Philip Lindsay, and Tyrod Taylor to run the play action, rollouts, all that. They could be different. The options, they could be different for a lot of defenses. And I think undermining Tyrod Taylor could be dangerous. You know what I mean? So I'll put that on note, but I don't think they're a threat for Cleveland. Mayfield, is he a start or a sit?
You know what? I wouldn't start Mayfield this week, and I don't think he's going to have to work too hard. That's why. I think this is a Chubb and
it's a running back game.
Yep, and maybe the tight ends. Maybe I would take a shot with an Austin Hooper. A deep league. David Njoku in the deep league. I could definitely think of 10 guys I like better, but in the deeper league. Also in
DFS, I hear that those tight ends are great pickups because they're cheap.
Yeah, definitely in DFS. I love them in DFS, of course. In tournaments. Now, again, there's a difference between tournaments and one-on-one play. So,
okay.
Tournament, I definitely take a flyer on a tight end like that. I think because so many people are talking about it that they could be a popular play, but again, they're just a flyer tight end. You're hoping for a touchdown. You're hoping for not a lot of people playing the same guy as you. So, little variance. But, as far as the Texans side of the ball, I like Brandon Cooks. I think David Johnson. I think David Johnson is going to catch a lot of passes in this game. I think they're going to have to check down a lot.
Well, is Ingram healthy?
Yeah.
And he's not the starting back?
Yeah, Ingram is the starter.
Is he a starter sit?
The change of pace, and David Johnson is the third down back.
Is he a starter sit?
I wouldn't start. I'd start David Johnson. He's probably the only one I would start.
Wow. And that's in all leagues, deep leagues, short leagues?
In PPR. Strictly PPR. In daily, I could think of better running backs I would rather have, and they're going up against Cleveland. So, and if you look at the spread is 13 for a reason. It's because Cleveland's defense is serious. So I think Cleveland's defense is a play. And I don't even think it's sneaky. I think it's a good play.
Right.
Play the Cleveland defense. They should show up.
Excellent. Doing a production issue. All right. You think so? Mayfield's a sit. Chubb is a start.
Definite.
Hunt is a start.
Must get him in.
Higgins.
Nope.
Oh, he's a sit. I would say Higgins is a start. Mayfield's gonna throw the ball. Because why? It's a quarterback-driven league.
Yeah, I don't think he has to. That's just me, though.
Right. I got you. But based off what you said in reference earlier, to me that is very true, and people have to remember this is a quarterback-driven league, so they want points on the board. So that's why you get a situation where Heineke throws a interception in the last 2 minutes on a second down. You understand what I'm saying? So, or Daniel Jones is throwing the ball when you intercept it and you're on the 30-yard line. But they're not throwing for the end zone. They're throwing for first downs and field goals. You understand what I'm saying? So, it's crazy with the quarterback-driven league. Sometimes you just got to play that good old rugged football. Moving right along to the next game, 1 o'clock game, Bengals versus the Chicago Bears. What do you think? Ooh, this is gonna be a crazy game right here, y'all. Y'all don't even understand. You got
Andy Dalton revenge game.
Yeah, Andy Dalton revenge game. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, Mr. Dalton. And Joe versus Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals, the youthful Cincinnati Bengals who look really good. Joe Mixon, what's his name? Jamal Chase, Boyd.
They look good.
Yeah, they do. They look really awesome on their offense. They look like they ain't missing a beat, and I know that Dalton seen that last week. So, what do you think about this matchup here?
Well, I like Jamar Chase. I like Joe Burrow. I like Joe Mixon. Yeah, I like Cincinnati side of the ball. I really do. All the pieces. I'd get them all. I'd get me a piece of all of them. I even like Tyler Boyd as a flex, not so, maybe wide receiver 3. I'm not, I don't know, his usage really went down now that they got Chase. So I really don't know too much about how I like Boyd, but Higgins and Chase are must starts, in my opinion.
Yeah. Must
Joe
start.
Mixon must start, my opinion.
Yeah, he's getting the ball 20 to 25 times a game. You starting
and
him.
well deserved.
You starting him. Absolutely. Absolutely. CJ. You know
now,
what?
on the Chicago side, I like Montgomery. I like Robinson. I like Komet. And I like Mooney. I like them all. I like everybody. I think this is a barn burner. I think this is a game that has the potential to be the game of the week. I really, really do, because both defenses are decent, not great, and both offenses are young and healthy, and it's a revenge game for Andy Dalton. So I'm really excited about this game this week. I really, really am.
Okay. Do you think Fields will see the field at all?
I wish they would damn put him on the field, but it's Andy Dalton's revenge game. So unless Andy is really a mess, I don't think so. I think they let the kid learn a little bit longer. The kid is so good, I wish they'd get him on the field already. We already saw that this kid is the truth. You know what I mean? A decorated college athlete. He deserves his shot. He will get it. He just, I think they wanted to put him behind a veteran presence first, which I respect too. So.
Okay, I agree. You know what I just realized? We didn't do the picks. So just to recap really quick for the chat. Broncos versus Jaguars. Who you got?
The Broncos versus the Jaguars?
Yeah, Broncos, right?
Yeah, all day long.
Broncos. That's what I got. Bills versus Dolphins.
I'm gonna take the Bills in a close one.
Ooh, this is really hard for me, but I'll go Dolphins here. I think there's some things we don't know about Mr. Tua, and if he pulls them out the bag, he'll surprise the Bills. But then again, you got Josh Allen who he gonna have a comeback game. Wow, this is interesting. But yeah, I'll take the Dolphins. Texans and Browns. You going Browns?
Easy. And I think the Browns cover the spread. I'll even go that far.
Ooh. You saying Browns plus 13. Cover the spread. Ironically, I like the Browns. I don't know that they'll cover the spread though. And then we have the Bengals and Bears. Who you got?
I want to say the Bengals. I like the Bears. I think it's going to be a good game. But I think the Bengals are going to get it in the end.
Ooh, that's a good pick. I like Joe Burrow, man. I think he going to air it out. Man. And Joe Mixon, I don't know, but Montgomery been strong.
Yes, he has. We like that guy.
And Dalton gonna try to match Joe Burrow. That could get him.
He's gonna try, but that's why.
That could get him in trouble, right? That could get him in trouble. We try to match that young boy and shit. Trying to prove something.
He never could.
This is a hard one for me. Because I like the Bears. If Justin Fields touched the field, I think he brings all the attention, like, you know what I mean? But he doesn't make that much of a difference. I'll go Bengals. That's just off my gut and my analysis off of it, but I see you. How you feel about Montgomery?
Love him. Definite start.
Start or sit? Yeah, start. I agree. Definitely a start. How you feel about Dalton? No. How you feel about Mooney?
Yes.
Start?
Flex.
Is he a start?
Great flex option.
Flex option. Okay. Especially for DFSs and stuff like that, right?
Definitely for DFS. I think he catches a touchdown this week.
Ooh. Dalton gonna be airing it out. I think he'll throw a couple.
Yeah.
What do you think about who's the backup running back for the Bears? He's playing
Damian Williams.
Yeah. Do you think he gets in the end zone this week?
No.
He playing the Tariq Cohen role, out the backfield, catching the ball, things like that. Dalton likes to do that. You know what I mean? Especially now that his arm getting a little older, he might shorten up his angles. But I think Joe Mixon is their best bet. Is Damian Williams a starter for sit?
Damian Williams is hold in case something happens to Montgomery.
Absolutely.
But that's about it. I mean, only if you have Montgomery. Maybe if you got room on your bench, you grab Williams, and then that's about it.
Joe Burrow starter sit.
Start definitely.
Joe Mixon.
Definitely.
Joe and Joe over there. Get your little cup of Joe.
He definitely started both.
Alright, and then they receivers, what's going on? You got Chase starting, you got you said Higgins starting too?
Definitely.
What about they tight ends? Any of they tight ends? Oh yeah. Yeah, the Bears. Commit.
I like Cole Kmet a lot. I like him
Kmet.
as a sleeper.
How did Dalton do in Cincinnati with tight ends?
He did great. Remember, he used to have Tyler Eifert.
Oh, Eifert, absolutely. Like, you know what I mean? Watch out for Cole Kmet this weekend, man.
Cole Kmet
probably in a deeper league, I wouldn't start him. You probably can find a tight end that's better than him. That's gonna get more targets.
I like him a lot.
Yeah, but if you in a deeper league, if you need a tight end, check him out, man.
Definitely.
I picked him up. I picked him up for Gesicki. I don't know if that was a mistake.
I saw the pickup. I thought it was a good pickup myself. I said, ooh, good one.
Yeah.
Good one. I thought it was a good one. I thought it was smart. I think the timing is right. I think it's the kid's time.
Yeah. Once I heard he was going to play and I looked at his stats, I was like, he's interesting. And he's just as good as Gesicki, like as far as targets at this point. So we'll see. You know what I mean? It's somebody I can move. He's not my first tight end. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that'll wrap that. Bengals versus Bears. We both picked the Bengals. Moving on to the next 1 o'clock game. 49ers versus the Eagles. Is that who's that? Jalen Hurts.
I'm gonna give you my pick right away. 49ers versus the Eagles. Where are they playing?
They're playing in the Eagles.
I want to go with Philly then. I think Philly tough at home.
2-0, Philly.
Philly.
Oh. With their new quarterback and all, the one that everybody said, you shouldn't start him so early. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. Looking pretty decent last week. And I'll say good. He looked good. Not great. But he still got the game. They blew it out. They blew it open. So I think he proved he can be an NFL quarterback. And I'm curious to see how he responds to the 49ers because this is not going to be an easy one for him because Garoppolo going to be ready with a full case of Deebo Samuels, Kittles, you know what I mean, Ayuk, and all of them being healthy. When I think Deebo Samuels reminded people last week what he can do and how he opens up the rest of the field when he runs his routes and catches those balls like that. Garoppolo looks amazing. Their only setback is they lost their running back, but San Francisco always loses a running back, and they moved E. Mitchell right into place, and he just took off for them. How you feel about that matchup right there? Sorry.
I think it's gonna be a tough game. I agree with you that they put Elijah Mitchell right into place like nothing. He looks good. He looks good. We'll see with that team. They also have Trey Sermon. He was a higher draft pick than Mitchell, so they might go with him. But I think they'll both be on the field. I think Ayuk will be on the field again. I think they'll stop playing games with Ayuk.
Yeah.
Because that was all bull crap.
Yeah, that's all that. I hate the politics of coaching when they do that shit into the season like that. But I don't know what he did, so I can't really say they was right or wrong. I just hate that shit because I think you hurt the team anyway.
Your team.
Yeah, you hurt the team anyway. Like, you know what I mean? When you do that to prove your point of ego. That's an ego point, and you know how I feel about ego. I really don't like that shit, though it's necessary to be great. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I really didn't like it. The 49ers are going to be a tough match for them, but the Eagles, I don't know. Their defense looked really good last week. They look different without Wentz, don't they?
Who?
The Eagles look different without Wentz.
Yeah, they do. Way different.
I
think they look better.
They look better. They did. Goddard in form, looking real good. Like, you know what I mean? So, I think he's a sleeper tight end, and he's always been. When Ertz went out in the previous years, he always stepped right into form for Wentz. And I think with Hurts, it's gonna be a total different package, but he gonna be active. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know if Ertz is healthy, but I think Hurts is good. I think he's actually pretty great, and he's got a lot to show. He's young, so he's going to make a lot of mistakes. It's expected, I think.
Yeah.
But we're going to get there, you know. Sanders, you know, I don't know about Sanders because I like the kid Gainwell. That kid played his ass off last week.
He did. Again, with Jalen Hurts' mobility, oh man. How do you think the defense of San Francisco can keep up with him?
Yes. That's the one thing. They got Fred Warner, and he covers the whole field, bro. The kid is white.
Right.
So, yeah, I think they can keep up with him. I think it's going to be a close game. And I think the Eagles pull it out at home.
All right. Jalen Hurts start or sit?
Start.
I don't got him. All right, in a deep league, I got him starting. In a short league, I don't got him starting. You know what I mean? There's other quarterbacks that you can go with. But that's interesting. What about their running back, Miles Sanders? Yeah.
He's a good flex.
Good flex. Okay.
RB2.
Did you like what you saw from him last week?
I like what I saw from Gainwell, and I like that they're going to keep him fresh. They're not going to beat up Sanders by making him do everything. So that is a plus. I think the Eagles' run game is 10 times more dangerous with Hurts on the field. So, yeah, I think the Eagles are tough. Even more so, they're tough at home. Their defense is playing well. As far as receivers, I like Smith. I'd play Rager in a deep league. You gotta be in a deep league.
Rager.
Play Rager, though.
Rager, sleeper wide receiver, but he did have a good week.
Definitely good in DFS tournaments.
Yeah, he's gonna be cheap.
Yep. And the 49ers had some real big injury defensive side of the ball.
Oh man, yeah, they did.
They lost Moret, so that's a big loss for them.
Big loss. And they lost Mostert.
Yeah, they lost Mostert on the offensive side, but they lost Moret on the defensive side, and that's a huge loss for that team.
Right.
He was their secondary, you know. So
I think that might open it up for Jalen to do his thing this week.
Exactly. That's why for me he's a start.
Okay. That's pretty good. Right there, I think I lost the page where I wrote down. Okay, there we go. Garoppolo start?
No
start for the Garoppolo. Deebo Samuels?
Yes.
Start. Ayuk?
I might want to watch Ayuk one more week to make sure that his usage is back. So, no, I'd probably wait.
Okay, Kittles?
Definitely. You drafted him too high to not start the guy.
Yeah, I feel the same. Eagles got a +3 right here. I think they'll cover that. I think they're actually going to blow that out the frame. I think they're going to win by more than a field goal. Should be an epic game. With Jalen Hurts and his remarkable talent and 49ers platoon offense, Deebo back in form, Kittle's healthy, Garoppolo in tune, and rookie E. Mitchell trying to double up on a second week as a great running back in this league. I think they're going to be all right with Trey Sermon backing him up. The 49ers have always had a really good running back scouting team. As you know, your boy from Florida was there, and you put me on to him. And look at him now; he's still running hard, even on another team. So, you know,
for Buffalo now.
Yeah, what's his name again?
Matt Breida.
Matt Breida. Salute, Breida. You got love out here. From BANGnACES Live and Direct Sport Commentary. What's up, everybody? Don't forget to hit the like, share, subscribe, and give your comments. #Bengals in the chat. All right. So then, who you got? You said the Eagles for that game.
Yes.
All right, so moving to the next game, I'm gonna say the Eagles in that game too. Like I said, in the commentary, I think they'll win by more than 7. But it's gonna be a close game throughout, and we'll see how that pans out. Next game, 1:00 game, is our boy Winston and the Saints. And they glorifying defense come to town, and they go to North Carolina to face McCaffrey and those boys. Oh man, this is gonna be. See, you said the other game was gonna be the game of the week. I think this is it right here, cause Winston's gonna have his work cut out for him this week. Panthers have a way better defense and a hulking defense, and they're gonna be after that boy. And he gets a chance to prove if he was a fluke or not. But Sean Payton and Kamara, they should be able to help Winston pull this game out. I'm gonna pick the Saints over the Panthers.
I'd have to agree.
By 7.
I like over the Panthers. I like for the defense stuff. I think the defense. Exactly how it was last year. Just, shut down. They don't play around. Their front, we were talking about fronts earlier when we weren't recording, and I can't believe we didn't bring up this defense. Their defense is playing wow. And they were playing like that at the end of the year last year, and they picked it right back up.
Yeah, I got Jameis logged in as player of the week. Even though it was rough for me, because even though he threw 5 touchdowns, so did Kyler Murray. and he had more yardage and everything. So that was really tough for me. Got him, but the way Jameis played, and I think because of his defense, I felt he had a more shocking game. So that's why I picked him as player of the week. I think that this week ain't gonna be a easy go for him, but he been in this big game before. He been in these kind of games before. He not a rookie, you know what I mean? So I think he'll be ready. He'll be ready.
Yeah, I like Jameis. I think Jameis is going to do well. I probably would avoid the wide receivers, and I would probably play Kamara. Definite. Kamara's a definite, and I would play Adam Troutman. He caught only 3 passes last week on 6 targets.
Six targets, right.
I mean, their time of possession was almost non-existent. That's why Jameis didn't really have to throw the ball. But
right.
when he did, he threw the ball 6 times to this guy. He had a
Troutman.
30% target share.
How many passes did he have total? 16?
I think, yeah, 16 or 19.
So 6 of those passes was to Troutman. Wow.
Exactly.
Wow, that's big. That's a big stat. So yeah, I think he would be a sleeper wide receiver to play.
He's
in a flex. Go ahead.
He's a tight end. Him and Jawan Johnson. I'd probably play both of them. Jameis always loved the tight end, and without having Michael Thomas, I think he's just going to lean on his tight ends like he would have when he was in Tampa.
Oh, yeah, man. Jameis loved the tight end. Hey, if a tight end could catch and they got a deep route, he going to throw it to them. Crossing routes, hook routes, he's going to throw it to them. He might even stare them down. That was his problem. Okay, moving to the other side of the ball. Sam Darnold gets to continue to get some respect on his name by trying to double up on a nice week 1 win. And he tried to get his I wouldn't say his first back-to-back, but he's trying to get that winning pedigree in him because as a Jet he didn't know it. After getting the last laugh on his ex-team, the New York Jets, last week, after the trade, Darnold looks to stay a winner with DJ Moore, Anderson, and McCaffrey. He could be trouble, but we'll see this week. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think Carolina. I don't think McCaffrey is. I mean, obviously you can't sit Christian McCaffrey, but I think people need to lower their expectations.
Yeah,
he's going up against New Orleans. New Orleans is the truth on every aspect of the defense.
Okay.
So I personally think you should lower your expectations on all of these guys this week. That's Robbie Anderson, that's DJ Moore, Christian McCaffrey. I think it's going to be tough going for Carolina this week. My opinion.
Oh, wow. Really? Oh.
Really.
Sam Darnold is the question mark, man. Sam Darnold is the question mark. But, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just, it's New Orleans. I think even if Sam Darnold plays a good game, not a great game, but a good game, it still looks like a struggle. If he has a great game, then all of these guys are going to get to their floor. I don't think any of them are going to see their ceiling. I mean, McCaffrey, you got to start him, and he always has the potential to have a big play. You could always see Robbie Anderson catch a big catch. I think the sleeper on the Carolina side of the ball is the rookie, Terence Marshall.
Okay.
I think they're going to have to check down a lot. I think they're going to have to move the ball quick. And he looked good in the slot last week. He had a lot of targets. I think he had 6 or 7 targets. So I like him. He's the only sleeper or the only player other than McCaffrey I'd play from the Carolina side of the ball this week.
I would say Donald's a sit. because you can find other quarterbacks that'll do better than him. But with that said, I think he's gonna still throw the ball. So I think Roddy Anderson will get in the end zone. I think DJ Moore might get in the end zone. But I don't think anyone they only gonna get one. You know what I mean? They're not gonna double up. McCaffrey always a threat to score in the red zone. So he's definitely a start. Excuse me. Who else? And Jameis is Jameis a sit or a start?
That's a good question. I guess in a deep league, I would start Jameis. If I'm in a short league, I probably wouldn't, because I think even if they get up, they're just going to run. Kamara.
Okay.
Kamara. Why not? It makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I think that the Carolina Panthers fit to stop Kamara. That Jameis is gonna have to throw the ball and make some completions in order to open that up. You know what I mean? But I think he can do it, and it's not a problem. Kamara's such a good back; he'll still in the red zone. He's a threat to get in the end zone, just like McCaffrey. You know what I mean? So, yeah, who you got in this game? Got the Saints?
Easily.
Okay.
Yep. I agree with you 100%. The Saints going to roll all over these guys. Carolina's good. They're just not ready yet. Not for this caliber of play yet, my opinion. They're just not there yet. Darnold's good. I think he's going to be great on this team as the year goes on. Not ready for New Orleans. Not the way that defense played last week. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because the Jets gave them a run. Gave them a little run late in that game.
Yeah, late when they were, already sitting there starters.
Right. Okay. So I think that wrapped up that. Another 1 o'clock game. There's a lot of 1 o'clock games this week. Sunday 1 o'clock games. We got the Rams versus the Colts. Wow. This is you got the Matt Stafford Rams versus the Colts. Oh man.
And I think this game is going to be an upset game.
Really?
I think the Colts are going to come out and beat the Rams.
Really?
I do. I really do. I know it's bold. I can't believe it myself when I say it. I think it's their time.
That's a surprise. Yeah, Pittman didn't do much last week. I expect him to have a way better week this week, and but I still wouldn't start him. I think let him prove himself before you put him in your starting lineup.
Definitely. How do you feel about Taylor?
Taylor's a start. The one thing that the coach is gonna do is run the ball. Hines might be a start. They running that as a dual back, system, and they giving them almost 30 carries, bro. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, they both different runners to me, but they very swift, and if they're healthy, we was talking about it earlier. They got Marlon Mack just sitting there, and and he was the starter, and he's the third string right now, and I was asking you earlier, do you think he'll be traded by mid-season? And you, ironically, you said you don't think so at all. You think his time is finished. I don't really agree with that. But at the end of the day, there's a reason why they're running Hines and this guy in front of him if he's healthy. You know what I mean? So you might be right. I'm due to find out. I'll see when week 6 if he gets traded or not. And see what happens. I think Hines is a start. I think what's the other guy name? Oh, Taylor is a start. I think wide receiver wise, in a deeper league, in the DFC league, DFS, you might want to use Pittman. You know what I mean? He'll be cheap. And I think he'll have a way better.
Against Ramsey, I agree with you. Like, he's more of a, I'd rather wait and see it because, you know, he would be going up against the best that does it. So
Right.
That's scary.
I think he got to make his name somehow, and you got to do it against the best. I just don't know about their quarterback. Is he accurate enough to get Pittman into that position? You know what I mean? So,
well, Wentz used to be a top 5 quarterback at one time.
Yeah, you're right. If he's healthy, he can throw the ball.
About him. Carson was great at one point. He just gotta find his glory again.
Yeah, and he's gonna throw the ball to somebody. And he like his tight ends too. Who's their tight end?
They have a few. They have Jack Doyle.
Oh yeah, Doyle.
Cox. Yeah. I like Mo Alley as a deep sleeper. But I like Mo Alley every week as a deep sleeper because he's huge.
Yeah, if Doyle is the starter, watch out for him in the red zone because Wentz loves his tight ends. He's just one of those quarterbacks, and he got an arm and he knows the playbook. He just looks and throws to that tight end all the time, deep in the end zone, short in the end zone. So I would say watch those tight ends over there. But the Rams, man, high potent offense.
Yeah,
and you talk about they gonna blow the Rams out. I'm like, whoa, we gonna punch the Rams in the mouth. And I was like, that's a high potent offense, man.
I just think, you start everybody on the Rams. I just don't think they get it done. I think they lose at the end of the game in this game. I just think the Colts' run game is going to be shockingly better than people expect.
Wow. Yeah, we had a divide right there. I'm going to go Rams here. And I agree, you start everyone. Kupp, Henderson, Woods, who's their quarterback again? Oh, Stafford. Definitely starting Stafford.
About Higbee? I just acquired Higbee in a trade.
Higbee. Stafford throws to his tight ends too, but not as much as Goff apparently, because Hawkinson went off last week.
Well,
but we'll get to that. You still with me?
Yeah.
Okay. Matt Stafford looked in tune last week. Already the key to them is their run game. Cooper Kupp and Woods are healthy. Rams look to be a conversation for a Super Bowl come week 7 of the year. We'll know. You know what I mean? The Colts underachieved in week 1. Defense needs to wake up.
They got to get healthy.
Yeah.
Leonard is hurt. When your main guy is hurt, it brings down the whole rest.
Nyheim Hines' rushing attack could be a difference, coupled with Taylor. But Taylor is the guy, and he's a beast too. What are they gonna do with Marlon Mack? I believe we touched on that. And can Pittman start to make his history in this game against the Rams? So that was my question about that. We touched on it a bit, but starting sit everybody on the Rams. Start everybody on the Rams. Who you only starting the running backs on the Colts?
On the Colts, I'm starting the running backs, and yeah, that's about it.
How about the defenses on these teams?
Nope.
You won't start
the
defense
Colts are
on the
good
Rams?
enough offense to make the Rams have to work, and yeah, I think I wouldn't, against that high-powered offense, I'm not playing the Colts. Not without Leonard being fully healthy, and they're trying to get healthy. So,
okay.
And I like the Colts as a good defense, a sleeper defense later, just not up against the Rams. That's for certain.
Okay. All right, so wrap that up. Moving on, the next game, 1 o'clock game, Raiders versus the Steelers. And Raiders coming off a Monday night game where they were not impressive in the first half to me. Even though they scored some points in the second period, I believe Derek Carr was struggling immensely as far as being the leader of the team. They got so many offensive false starts in the first half. It was not funny. I gave some pretty harsh critiques during the Monday night game because we did that live on BANGnACES Live and Direct. And by the OT, 3 quarters later, he made me look like a fool. So I said, left my critiques early in last week's game, and they fell on deaf ears after he rallied to win an OT. Jacobs has turf toe. I see that he's out this week. We were calling that earlier in the week. It looks pretty severe. Every time he touched the ball last week, he was hobbling to the sideline.
Yeah, he looks bad, bro. He looks bad.
In comes Kenyon Drake. And can he get the job done with Derek Carr?
Well, it's funny because Gruden went on TV just to say that it's not going to be all Kenyon Drake, that they're going to mix Peyton Barber in. And, Barber has always been decent. He's a decent running back. He's not a good running back. Mm-hmm. He knows how to get the job done. Yeah. So, yeah. I don't know if it's going to be all Drake. I think it's wait and see.
Wait and see.
With the Raiders, the only one I'm starting definitely is Waller.
Oh, man. Darren Waller. How could I forget about him?
Yeah, Waller. I might take a flyer on Edwards in a DFS. I wouldn't start him in redraft yet, but...
You're talking about Bryan Edwards, right? Talking about Bryan Edwards?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I had a side note. Watch out for Bryan Edwards and Renfro in this game, because Darren Waller can't get 17 to 19 targets per game. Derek Carr, they're going to eat Derek Carr up if that's what he's going to do. You know what I mean? So, I don't know if they're play calling that, or that's just the comfortability of Derek Carr on Waller. You understand what I'm saying? With chemistry or whatever. But it's going to come back to bite them, and they leaned on it heavy in the first game. So everybody's going to game plan for that shit. You know what I mean? Not to say it's easy to box out that big man right there, because Waller is a monster. You know what I mean?
Right, but you can't win a game like that. You can't win a game throwing the ball over the middle to your tight end 19 times.
Nope. Them 19 times better be in the red zone. You better be throwing for touchdowns.
Game plan for it. I'm taking Waller away every game.
Every game.
Now that's all I'm doing. You're going to use him like that, I'm going to take him away from you like that.
Well, I agree.
And I'm going to make Carr beat me another way. I don't think he's good enough to do it. And I think at the end of the year, we're going to see a change. I don't think we'll see a change mid-year, but I think at the end of the year, Carr is going bye-bye.
Nope.
And Gruden's going to go get himself a quarterback.
I think that's gonna happen anyway. Because Gruden's in year 4 of a 10-year contract. He needs to show something right now. And he made some judgmental calls in the first 3 years as far as personnel that's no longer with the team. With a couple of guys that went and they didn't win a Super Bowl, but they had great years. So I think that the pressure is on Derek Carr even more from Gruden. I actually made a statement. I went in the first half of the Monday night game. I was so disgusted with Derek Carr that I sensed that if he would have lost that Monday night game, he would have been benched next week.
We just saw Mariota.
Yep, I think Mariota's on his heels.
I think it's time to see Mariota. I think it opens up the offense and open up the run game.
I made a statement. I said he's 2 losses.
They're gonna have to use Drake like crazy.
Yeah.
Drake is a huge sleeper this week.
Yeah, he is. I think people don't realize how hard Jacobs runs and plays to help that team be as relevant as they are right now. And with him out, they're gonna get exposed. Derek Carr gonna get exposed, bro. And I think that's evident. And I think he's 2 losses from being benched, and 1 bad loss to a divisional team. I think Gruden benches him. So you gave him more.
Mariota is first round. You know, I mean,
yeah, man.
Came in together.
Came in with Winston. Always was compared and measured with Winston. Numbers very similar to Winston, but not as much yardage. Not as much interceptions either, but he has a good.
He got better legs.
He got the ball. Right.
He opens up that. He opens up a play action and an RPO offense.
And he understands his IQ with football is pretty high. We'll see how he meshes with Gruden. But I already seen him. He came in the game a couple of times last week. He had a couple of plays already early in the game, so he's on the heels right now of Derek Carr. And I think that pressure right there is why Derek Carr was messing up early in the game. But it's no excuses. Derek Carr got to be better, bro. He got to be better.
I agree.
What do you think about Ruggs?
Ruggs got to be good, too.
He's disappointed. He's just been a disappointment since he came in the league. And that's just coming from me. It's my opinion.
I don't know if they don't use him either.
Right. Is Derek Carr hurting Ruggs? Is Ruggs just not showing up? Is he dropping things? That's what I would want to concentrate on. Because Bryan Edwards jumped off the page last week to me, and he had only 4 receptions. But he had them in prime times. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, this kid could catch. You know what I mean? If you throw him the ball. You know what I mean? So and then they underusing Renfro. You need to start using him more like Welker. Let him more like a Beasley, like, you know what I mean? Let him run those routes, bro, and throw him the damn ball. You just looking for Walla, and you got these open people, you know what I mean? So I'm really I'm gonna be really critical with the Raiders this year. So I'm letting the chat know that. I'm letting everybody know that. So this is week 2, and we'll see what Derek Carr does. Start or sit Derek Carr. Sit.
Definitely.
Start or sit Kenyon Drake. Start.
Sleeper. I put him in a flex.
In a flex. I would too. Receivers, any of their receivers? Start or sit? Sit all of them, right?
No.
Sit all of them.
Sit them all.
All right. Moving to the other side of the ball. Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers.
I think Najee has a coming out party.
I said the same thing. Rookie running back breakthroughs gonna break through this week. I just got that feeling. Ben's offense may really open up this week. The defense looked remarkable last week. I expect them to hunt Derek Carr in week 2 like never before. So
how do you feel about the receivers on the Pittsburgh side of the ball?
Oh man, I think you have to start all of them. You run Claypool in a flex. I think Juju gets in the end zone and Deontay Johnson gets his targets. You cannot sit any of them unless you got better options. You know what I mean? But they get their targets, bro. And I think with Najee Harris coming out, these guys gonna get in the end zone this week. You know what I mean?
So would you start? Here goes a good start sit question for you then. Mm-hmm. Would you start Chase Claypool or would you start Tyson Williams from Baltimore?
Oh, you got to start Tyson
in the flex.
Yeah, you got to start Tyson.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the touches will be there.
Yep.
You just don't know with Claypool. He's so inconsistent.
And the upscale for Tyson is just so much because he's catching balls out the backfield and running great up the middle.
And they're playing Kansas City, which is going to be a barn burner.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, we didn't get to that game yet. That's a Sunday night game. We'll get to it.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, I like Claypool. I think Claypool get in the end zone this week, but he ain't going to have a lot of targets. You know what I mean? I think he'll have like 5 targets. You know what I mean? I think the rest of them going to have like 7 or more. With Harris running up the middle. I just don't know is he going to get in the end zone.
Yeah, I think Harris gets in the end zone maybe twice this week. I think he's going to – I don't think none of the receivers get in. I like Deontay Johnson. He gets enough targets. All the other receivers on the Steelers, though, Juju and Claypool, man, they're flexes for me, maybe at best. Okay. Our wide receiver 3 flexes. That's about it. I think this is a Najee Harris type game. I think the Steelers are going to control this game from start to finish.
Yeah,
I think
they're gonna hunt. They're gonna hunt Derek Carr and no Jacobs. I think Kenyon Drake is an easy takedown, unless he gets a screen pass, open lanes and shit. I don't think he breaks same thing like Jacobs. He runs harder. I don't know, man. I don't really think that the Raiders are gonna do too well this week. So I think the Pittsburgh's going to run away with it. And this could be the divisional game that gets Derek Carr sad if he looks horrible.
Yeah.
All right. And then, so you starting to sit in Ben?
Nope.
No? Sittem?
Sittem. Just Najee.
Najee
and Deontay Johnson, and then the Steelers defense.
Steelers defense. Yes, you definitely got to play the Steelers defense.
That's about all I'm playing from the Steelers. And then on the Raiders side, I'm going to say Kenyon Drake as a flex. And, of course, you never sit the stud Darren Waller.
Yeah, you never sit him.
He's a stud. That guy's a monster, bro.
Before Waller, it was Cook. Like, the Raiders their offense runs through their tight end, and it's different because they're supposed to be a running squad. But it worked for them.
Jacobs is hurt. Yeah, Jacobs is hurt. For them. So, and then they said they're going to give Peyton Barber some runs, so... You know, I wouldn't play him, but maybe in DFS, if you want to take a flyer on Peyton Barber in the flex, I'm okay with that.
Is Peyton Barber worth a pickup off the waiver wire, off the players list?
Yes. I say yes until you see his usage. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If you got the room,
Right.
yeah, you always want a starting running back. And if he's going to come in and he's going to take over the Jacobs role,
Right.
well, shit, give me a piece of that. Because Kenyon Drake is really just a pass catcher anyway. A good pass catcher.
Yeah.
And maybe he gets a little bit. Maybe they run 1A, 1B.
Right.
But if Barber is 1A and he's the goal line back, I don't know. Just not in this game. He's good to hold. I wouldn't start him.
Okay.
And Waller, and that's about it from that side of the ball. I wouldn't take no risk on anyone else.
So Steelers, you got the Steelers.
Definitely.
And I got the Steelers as well.
Don't even care what the spread is. I'm taking the Steelers.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm taking the Steelers too. All right, moving on to the last 1 o'clock game. Divisional game, AFC, Patriots and Jets. Patriots lost a showdown last week. Patriots young quarterback looked balanced. He was a little confused in certain times. But he almost pulled that game out, and he looks like good enough to go on this season. If he learned from that late loss last week, I think they can be a threat. You gotta watch out for the Patriots. Their defense looks good. And these are with nobody names except for McCarty and the rest of them. Like, it was a shockingly great game. Bill Belichick led the team with his to be 0-1. Oh no, they lost. They almost was 1-0. However, rookie QB has a learning curve, but looks like he is calm and confident enough to learn on the go.
Definitely.
How do you feel about that?
I'll tell you what. It's the Jets, man. They scare me.
Man. And just for the record, chat, both of us are Jet fans. All right, so
Definitely.
we critique them hard, but at the end of the day, we're tired of the heartbreaks of the Jets and the Giants, but the Jets.
Both looking like crap.
And
10 years.
Yeah, man. New quarterback and all. Wilson, to me, had little flashes last week. First game, he looks to seem to have a chemistry with our boy Corey Davis. If he can not drop balls, that can be sick. Moore dropped a couple of balls.
Yeah, they gotta help him with the drops.
Right, they could have.
I agree. Davis looks good. Moore needs to really step it up. He was a mess last week. Croft, sneaky, love him.
Mm-hmm.
And Wilson, it's game 2 for the kid. Hopefully he builds on. It's tough to build on it. Belichick is a nightmare on rookie quarterbacks. So I don't expect much from the Jets this week. I think it'll be a close one, but I think the Patriots, got the better coaching, the better gelling team right now. I think Damian Harris is going to eat all over the Jets. So
Damian Harris is their prime back.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's what it looked like last week till he fumbled.
Right. So you think Belichick gonna go with him again this week, even after the fumble?
Oh, wow. My son is going to turn 11 years old in about 30 seconds.
Uh-oh. You gonna sing happy birthday to him, or?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the big guy. But I just
Live
wanted
on
to throw that out
BANGnACES,
there.
live on
Yeah, I
happy
think
birthday,
Damian
man.
Harris is the number 1 over there. Bottom line.
All right.
James White is the pass catcher. They're going to mix in other running backs. You know how Belichick does it. But Harris looked great last week until he had the fumble.
Okay. What a starter sit? Any of the what about the quarterbacks? Any of the quarterbacks start a sit?
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Yeah, I think Mac Jones looked good.
Yeah.
I think he looked damn good. I think the tight ends look good over there. I think Myers looked good.
Myers.
I think
he's finally ready.
great.
Jacoby Myers is finally ready.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
I've been waiting for him to show up for 2 years. But yeah, that's exciting. Is he the number one?
Who?
Jacoby Myers.
No. I think Aguilar looks like the number one.
Aguilar's the number one? Okay, Belichick is running.
Myers is the new Edelman.
They got him running the short routes.
Yep.
Oh, shoot.
Short, over the middle, and he's catching everything.
Yeah, 'cause he ain't do the long routes over the top well, and he was dropping everything. Like
that's why Aguilar does it great. So it's kind of working.
Okay. Start a sit.
I'm starting Harris. I'm starting Hunter Henry if Jonnu is not playing. If Jonnu is playing, I'm not starting neither one of them. And I take a flyer on both the receivers.
Okay, what about the Jets? Anybody from the Jets you starting?
Yeah.
Really?
With the Jets.
They running
I
back?
would start Corey Davis. And that's it.
Wow. You want to start any of their running backs?
Not against the Patriots defense.
Oh, wow. I expect this to be a strong game, but I'm going to go Patriots in this game in a blowout by 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
Yeah. They'll do it late, but I think they're going to take the heart right out the Jets like they always do. Belichick is different. Some people say I'm wrong because he don't have Tom Brady anymore. But after watching that young man play last week, I feel like he gonna be groomed right into the quarterback that Belichick want. Like, you know what I mean? So, his quarterback coach is a great quarterback coach, and I think him coming from Alabama, playing for that coach right there, Saban. I think they up the same alley like Belichick, Saban. I think a lot was at stake at him drafting him. For Cam. Cam's had a short leash once that draft went on. No, man. I think they knew that Mac Jones was going to be the starting quarterback pending he stayed healthy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the Boston way to do things.
Yeah, it's just business.
Yeah, it's business, man. Business. All right, cool.
It's business.
When that was that wrapped up the 1:00 games, and that's gonna be most of my lineup for this week. We playing all them damn 1:00 damn games. All my scores is gonna be in. I got 1 or 2 players in one of the leagues, and then I got 3 on the others that's playing primetime games.
I was saying you got Lamar on primetime against me this week.
Yeah. I got so the first 4:00 game, 4 or 5 game is the Bucks versus Falcons. And after that remarkable opening game by the Super Bowl champs, I expected them to continue suit. Their offense is very potent. Their defense is probably top 5 in the league right now. Since last year. Falcons looked horrible last year. I think that continues. Matt Ryan's gonna have his work cut out for him. I think they play better. They score more than 3 points, but they're not gonna get nowhere close to the Bucks. What do you think?
I agree. Atlanta's not ready for what's coming. They're just not. They're not. They don't have the personnel to keep up. They're not going to be able to keep up on the offensive side of the ball. We're going to shut Ridley down, and that's going to take away 3/4 of their game.
Yeah,
They'll have Pitts.
They don't got a Julio
They're not
Jones.
going to run at all.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Mike Davis. I don't think they have a run game in Atlanta at all.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm saying it. I'm bold about it, too. I think it's non-existent.
After last week, I can't argue it.
At best.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan is done.
Yeah, Matt Ryan's done. They need to be thinking about a future quarterback. Who's backing Matt Ryan up over there?
I don't even know. It
Look at
doesn't
that.
even matter.
Look at that. And that means they should have been on this already because they was already moving Julio Jones. They was already, you know what I mean? And I know that they just gave Matt Ryan some money 2 years ago, but it might be time, and they better start looking. And there's a couple of backups that's out there, and that they can make trades for to make it better to start that stuff, but they're not going to do it. They're going to wait this whole season, let Matt Ryan crash and burn. And it's going to be crazy, you know what I mean? I don't think you start anybody from that team, including Ridley. He might get in the end zone this week. You might get lucky. But yeah, I'm in agreement. You start who you starting from the Bucks?
Everyone.
Everyone?
Tommy.
Gronk.
Ronald Jones.
You starting Ronald Jones too? Wow.
I would start Ronald Jones this week. Yeah, I do. I think he's just going to get the touches.
Okay.
He's going to get the touches.
I wouldn't have started Ronald Jones, but that's interesting.
Yep.
And
Atlanta, man, they have no run defense.
Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. That's the other part I'm looking at, but then I'm looking at Leonard Fournette. I'm looking at...
You know what? You can start Fournette as a flex. I mean, you start all your pieces of Tampa going up against Atlanta.
Wow.
The only one I'm a little iffy about is OJ. But I'd start Gronkowski. I'd start Evans. I'd start Brown. I'd start them all.
Yeah. I'm in agreement. I think Brown's going to continue. He'll get another TD. I don't know that he'll get 100 yards this week, but he's going to try. Because Mike Evans is going to start catching some balls, and that'll take some opportunities away from Godwin and Antonio Brown. But they're still all going to flourish, man. That offense is potent as ever, bro. And so Ronald Jones, as long as he can hold on to the ball, he can be special over there and become something special. But he keep dropping the ball, man, they're going to ship him out. And that's something he had a problem with Winston, too. So, it's due to see. I got to watch him a little bit more.
Yeah.
Last year, I was a take on him, and he didn't really play well as far as fantasy was concerned. But it didn't hurt their offense. They just moved another running back in every week, and they just did what they had to do. You know what I mean? So I gotta watch Ronald Jones a little more. But that's cool. We both taking the Bucks on that. Next 4 or 5 game, Cardinals versus the Vikings. Like I said, it was hard for me to even pick a player of the week when I seen Kyler's numbers and the game. He just had such a dramatic, magical game that it was hard to pick player of the week for with Winston having the game he had and everything. But Callin is special, man, and that's something I told you from last year that he was special. I love his running back. I love their offense, man. They got some receivers over there that I would say would compete with the best. There's some vets, AJ Green, Hopkins, and then you got the young boy, Christian Kirk, and then who's they tight end?
I don't even know who their tight end is.
Okay.
Used to be Dan Arnold, but now Dan Arnold plays for Carolina, so.
And they defense, Chandler Jones off the page last week with the 5 sacks and their secondary is pretty decent. I don't know. This is gonna be a hard game for me to decide because Vikings ain't no slouches either, and but Kirk Cousins, I don't know. Kirk Cousins done proved he can sling with the best of them. So, and the more challenging the game, the more he comes out. Like, you know what I mean? He got a healthy wide receiving core, a healthy running back core. They got a great offense in the Vikings. So, what you think about this game right here?
Well, I don't know. I think I don't know. I'll let you speak on it a little more first. Let me build up on this one. For real. I mean, yeah, I need to build up. I need to build myself up because I've been waiting to see a good game like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I hope Kirk Cousins lives up to the hype.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because this game got an opportunity to be high scoring, super high scoring.
It does.
And I got pieces everywhere, so I want it to be.
Yeah.
Now, on the running back side for Arizona, I like Edmonds, I like Connor. I wouldn't start either one.
Wow. I would start them both. But go ahead.
I think Kyler is going to air it out this week. I think he's going to have to. I think this game goes back and forth, score for score. I like Jefferson. I like Deep. I like Conklin. And I like all the receivers on the Arizona side. I think AJ is a sneaky sleeper.
Because he looks healthy, man. And he always had hands, so just throwing the ball, right?
Yeah.
Sleeper, bro. Sleeper.
I like Rondell Moore, the young kid. I think Christian Kirk caught 2 touchdowns, and everybody's going to go run out and get him off the waiver wire, and he's going to disappear like he always does.
I got him on my team already, but I didn't put him all in my starting lineup this week, regardless of them 2 touchdowns. I'm glad he made efficient of his usage and his targets. But when you got AJ Green and D-Hop, you're not going to get 2 touchdowns a week. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. Like, those guys are going to get some more opportunities to score. You know what I mean? So, he'll get his shots, though. He'll get like 4 or 5 targets a game. You know what I mean? And we'll see what he does. If he catch 2 more this week, though, you better believe he in my starting lineup next week. Word up. Because I'm going to feel like, oh, damn. They doing something with their system. That's why.
And if AJ Green don't get his act together, he's going to get replaced by one of these young kids that's 10 times more hungry.
Yeah.
But on that team, if AJ got hungry, could you imagine him and Deandre eating?
Yeah,
he
man.
came in the league with Julio Jones. So it's just like Julio Jones and A.J. Brown.
Right.
It's the same shit. He's not that old. He just been hurt.
Yeah, he just hurt. And if he's healthy, I
He
think
could be dangerous.
his
He's
big
scary.
body.
Kyler got every opportunity. So from Arizona side,
Yeah,
definitely starting Kyler.
He's starting
I'm probably
Kyler.
leaving both the. I might start Edmonds and Connor in the flex.
Right.
But that's it. I don't even expect RB2 production out of them this week.
Oh, wow.
I really think it's a Kyler airing it out game.
Kind of got some touches last week, man. I didn't expect him to get the touches he got, and he got it. So, and they won. So I would feel they would build on that system more. That's why I said I would play him. But you're kind of right, because Kyler's gonna run the ball and take some touches away from them. So I would plan for that. I agree. They're all. I would start them all. AJ Green in a flex in deeper leagues. Yeah, you might want to start him. Of course, Hopkins, you starting him.
Go,
And then on the other side, I wouldn't start Cousins, but I would expect that in a deeper league, if you need a quarterback, he's gonna be a cheap DFS quarterback to run with, and he's gonna have a passing game this week. Thielen looking healthy, you starting him.
Definitely. Justin Jefferson, definitely.
Starting him.
Conklin,
and then they running backs. They're running back. They got a couple, but they only gonna run through Cooks. So you got to start all of them, man, and this is gonna be a good game, man. Vikings need to win, but the Cardinals are special, man, and I've been telling people that from last year, and I just think they just coming into themselves. So we'll see where they go.
I got the game.
I'll probably
side with you, and now you know what? I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna say it's Minnesota.
Okay, I'll go with the Cardinals. I think Kyler will pull it out.
I think Minnesota wins this game on the ground.
Ooh, that would mean the Cardinals' run defense would be suspect, and they looked really good last week. But
they did look good. Surprisingly, the Cardinals came to play football this year on defense. That's for certain. Chandler Jones, the 5 sacks last week. That's ridiculous. Some guys don't get that in the whole season. He had it in one game.
First game, like he made. I was saying on our last episode of BANGnACES, I said with Chandler Jones, he was he was in the list for Player of the Week. Definitely, and he came into the league, and in the first week he made his claim toward the MVP, and people wasn't ready. So I expect teams to step it up this week on defense based off of that, on competitiveness, that they got to catch back up to his numbers and shit. So I don't think nobody else is going to have 5 sacks, but we'll see, because some offensive guards got hurt in a couple of these big games, and these were like captain guards, like the Giants lost somebody. I believe who was they playing? They lost somebody. Washington lost a couple of players in this game this week. So in week 1 we had probably some season-ending injuries. Oh man, it's gonna be interesting.
We lost Mostert, we lost Barrett. Yeah, some big offensive linemen. It's football. It's brutal.
It's brutal.
It's brutal, man. People get hurt. That's what it is. But you know what? We love it. We absolutely love it. I love it, bro. Can't wait for tomorrow, bro.
Yep.
It never comes fast enough. Sunday never comes fast enough. And they tease us on Thursday with a little Thursday night.
One game,
little appetizer.
Right? No appetizer.
And sometimes they give you an appetizer and it tastes like crap and you want to send it back.
Right.
But so far this year, they've given us, this week wasn't all of that. Last week was amazing. That Dallas-Tampa game was amazing. What a way to open up the year. And then you come back with a the Giant game. And it's just because the Giants are a mess, breaks my heart.
Which, yeah, because we wanted the Giants to win, and but to be fair, that wasn't a bad game. Like they were battling, man. Those two quarterbacks were battling. But again, wait till you see the games tomorrow. You know what I mean? You're gonna see the difference. Moving on to, I'm gonna let you take this one. 4:25 game. Dallas Cowboys versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Oh no, are they? Ooh. Are they Los Angeles Chargers? They the Las Vegas Chargers, right? Los Angeles Chargers.
No, the Los Angeles Chargers.
Okay. 1-0. Cowboys lost a heartbreaking game last week to the Super Bowl champs, but Dak Prescott looked marvelous, and CD Lamb, that receiving core, looked geared and ready. I would question
definitely
their defense.
Going up against a tougher defense this week. This game is gonna be a really, really, really good game. This one right here is gonna be another wow game. Another Dak Prescott doing what Dak does, and I'm excited. I can't wait. Justin Herbert, Dak Prescott, they're both absolutely amazing, showing us that the league is going to be fine once Tommy says goodbye. Another up there with Patty, and I mean, these guys are ridiculous. These two quarterbacks, what they've done in their first 2 years, and Dak missed a year hurt and everything, but just in general, what Herbert has done, and I don't expect them to slow down anytime soon. So I expect it to be one hell of a game this week. I expect Dallas to prevail. I do. I just think they got it. I think it's going to be a shootout for certain. And I'm excited. What do you think?
I'm in agreement with you as far as Dak Prescott being a marvelous quarterback. I remember all the doubt on him in his first season. I remember the doubt on him in the second season. I remember the doubt on him in his third season. And then he got injured. And there was more doubt and more doubt and more doubt. And then he got healthy. And he played through the doubt. And they still doubt him. And now he's healthy, playing through it again. I was saying in the last episode, that if I was Dak Prescott, I would continue to just ball out this year. And come the end of the year, I will win or lose a Super Bowl. I will not resign with the Cowboys. And I would be planning from right now who you want to go to. And you got to look at personnel. You have to look at a lot of different things, you know what I mean? But I think
a Cowboy for life.
I don't think so. I think their hesitation ruined that. You know what I mean? I think he wanted to be a Cowboy for life. But I think that the writing was on the wall 2 years in a row. And the first opportunity they get, they're going to replace him. And he's just making it an argument by having great games. The minute he has a bad game.
No way Jerry Jones let Dak Prescott get away. No way.
Yep. He rolled the dice on Ezekiel Elliott, and that was probably the worst dice roll he rolled. We're speaking is that's something else I had in the last episode. Where's Ezekiel Elliott?
Yeah, this is Dak's team now.
He's missing. He's missing in action. It might be time to bring out
I think
Pollard.
Dak's team, I don't think they have a defense, and they're going to have to go in the air, and Zeke is going to suffer.
Okay. Okay. So then with that said, you say you got the Cowboys pulling this out?
Yep.
How you feel about the Chargers, D?
I think they're a good defense.
I think they have a better defense than the Cowboys.
Top 10 defense. But I don't think they stopped Dallas. I don't think anybody stops Dallas from scoring. So, but I love the kid. I love Herbert. I like this team.
I'm gonna go. They want to know, and that they showed me last week is that they're gonna go gut for gut and punch for punch. And with the better running game, the better defense, and everything, I might go with the Chargers in this game. 4:25 game. It's not really prime time. Dak is gonna perform, but I just think it's gonna be a really close game. But that would say the Cowboys start 0-2. Wow, I wouldn't have said that at the beginning of the season.
What do you think about the receivers for the Chargers?
I think Williams is great. He's in good position. I think they tight end is gonna be in a good position. I think with Eckler,
Keenan Allen is a stud.
Yeah, and Keenan, bro. Keenan is like top 5 in the league right now as far as wide receiver and his IQ. And I seen him. He's already on the same page with this young boy. I would say the young boy is already on the same page with him. And they're only gonna get better, bro. And so
I think Mike Williams stepping up is such a huge thing. It's about time. We've been waiting for you. He was first round draft capital.
I think he's
a super sleeper to be.
I think he's ready. He's
healthy.
He's
ready too. I think
he looks great. He stays healthy. In my opinion, I said in the last episode, he will have a special year, probably the best of his career. And that's saying a lot with this rookie quarterback. Eckler looks healthy. Strong, his versatility still. He has the hands on the screen, and he's a downhill runner. I think they're going to be a problem. And then you got Keenan Allen, always been a great wide receiver, but he's got to stay disciplined and share the shine. I know he's not used to sharing the shine, so that's what I was saying about him, and I'll stay key to that, but I think the Chargers will pull this game out. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Start or sit Herbert?
Start, definitely.
Start or sit Eckler?
Start, definitely.
Start or sit. You starting Keenan, you starting Williams.
Yep.
What about they tight end?
Starting Cook too. Yeah, I'm starting Cook.
You starting Cook. Jared Cook, that's what I mean. Like, they got Jared Cook too. Oh man. And what about their defense?
No.
No, not against the Cowboys, huh?
Not against the Cowboys. Dak puts up too much yardage.
So we started sitting Dak. What about Zeke? Wow. Some people don't have a choice. You know what I mean? But
I say don't expect more than RB2 numbers from Zeke all year.
Right. So
it's Dak football team.
Yeah. So if you get a.
But I think he has a decent game. I think he'll 60 yards, 65 yards, and a touch. It's not impossible for him. So because they gotta run more balance.
Yeah. Do you think Pollard gets on the field more this year?
Definitely, he looked good too. He looked great as the change of pace and the pass catcher back.
Yeah.
He looks like the better pass catcher between him and Zeke. So because of that, in passing downs, third down, stuff like that, I'd probably put Pollard on the field more.
You pick him up off the
He got
waivers?
more juice.
You pick him up off waivers?
If I have space and I have Zeke. To just have him on my bench, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe if I have the space, why not? Zeke goes down and you got a 3-down back who don't come off the field. Because he's the pass catcher and he can run.
Okay. Fair enough. Alright. So you got Cowboys, I got Chargers. Alright. So we're going to wrap that and move to the next game for the last 4 o'clock game, 4:25 game. Titans versus Seahawks.
Ooh, God, nothing but good football this Sunday.
This Sunday is going to be crazy, bro. I'm excited. I don't even know where I'm going to watch the game yet. I'm excited. Might go to Pop House. I'm not sure, though. Because he get on my nerves after some time.
Yeah, I think in this game, I think I'm going to take... Wow, this game.
I'm going to go Seahawks.
I'm going to go Titans.
I'm going to go Seahawks because Russ looked remarkable last week. I think they just getting started. I think that... I don't know how. I guess all these other quarterbacks came into the league and they took the attention, but Russ flies under the radar, and for some reason, still to this day, and his arm is there. DK is healthy. Him and Lockett were in tune last week, like always. They just have a system. They got system guys. They're ready right now. And the Titans struggled last week. I don't expect them to struggle as much this week like they struggled last week, but it's going to, I don't know. Seahawks got the better defense to me. I don't know. I'm going Seahawks, so based off of that, Russ is going to pull this out some way.
I think you're right on a lot of, I can't, say nothing about that. Russ is doing great, playing great. DK, Lockett, Everett, Carson. I mean, they look
Everett
awesome
over there.
on
Yeah.
offense. Yeah, they looked awesome on offense. So yeah, I'm starting all my Seahawks.
So all of them.
Especially with Rashad Penny being hurt, I'm probably even flexing Alex Collins.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, like I'm just starting all the Seahawks. And yet, I still think they lose to the Titans. I don't think the Titans go down 2 games in a row. Not with that offense. Not with the way they want to play. And I think they show up this week. The defense has always been a decent defense. I think the
they are a
Seahawks
decent defense.
is decent. I think both the offenses are better than both the defenses. So we're going to see another barn burner. I think we're going to see, 55 points in this game.
Whoa!
I think it goes.
Whoa!
Yeah, I think it's going to be.
Whoa!
28. I think it'll be 28.
Okay. 28.
21.
4 TDs.
Something like that.
I can see that.
24. Yeah, we're going to see over 55 points in this game for certain.
Okay. Okay, so you said you start all of them. What about the Titans?
Start your Titans too. The only one I'm a little on the fence about is Ferkser. I'd probably wait to see it a little bit more, but definitely I'm starting Julio. I'm definitely starting AJ. I'm definitely starting Tannehill, and I think Henry's going to get his too. So
yeah, I don't know. I probably would have sat Julio this week, but some people can't afford to. But me, I probably would have sat him this week, let him prove himself in this offense after last week's debacle.
What cornerback are you scared of that you're not going to start Julio Jones?
Julio hasn't popped off to me. And Tannehill is the big question. So,
really? So you're not starting Tannehill?
You kind of got to, because he's the starting quarterback and they throw the ball. But I don't think it's going to be the Julio. I think Brown is going to pop off this week, because he's the one with the chemistry with Tannehill. You know what I mean? So I think Julio's gonna grab the attention and he'll get a pass or two, a couple first downs. I don't see him getting in the end zone, but we'll see. You know what I mean?
He was targeted in the end zone last week, and I like to see that.
Yeah, yeah. Is he healthy? Is the other question. You know what I mean? Is Julio completely healthy, or is he still playing with a sub injury? You know what I mean?
Good question.
So since I have those questions with him, I will wait to see him pop off, and I would risk this week, even if he has 2 touchdowns. You know what I mean? I would risk this week just to see what that offense is doing, because I think Henry's gonna run the ball a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm starting Henry.
As you're saying that, I'm picking up Ryan Tannehill off the waiver wire. I'm feeling like he's going to be that much better. I mean, he's still going to sit behind Dak Prescott, but he needs to be rostered. There's no way he should be on the wire anymore.
Right. That's how I felt about Mayfield. But I got quarterback, so I'm going to have to throw Mayfield back at some point. I'm going to see if I can use him as trade bait, though. He need to have a great game, though. And he started well last week. We'll see how he doubles up this week. So start sit everybody all right. So that's done. So we wrap up to our first prime time game Sunday night.
Amazing game. Let's talk about it.
An amazing game. Yeah, man, that's going to be a big game for me as far as my play, because I have a couple of Ravens. And I have Lamar Jackson going
I'll let you take the Ravens side of the ball. Tell me about the Ravens. Tell me what you like, what you don't like about the Ravens. Remember, they're going up against the Kansas City defense.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. But I think Lamar's up for the task this year. Last week was a disappointment. He should have won that game. He looked well in that game. He should have won it. I think they got caught playing it safe too. And I hate that these coaches play it safe so late in games, and that's why they lost, because the other side didn't play it safe. They played to win. You know what I mean? I think he's going to bounce back this week. And he's throwing the ball more. I think he's going to run more this week in this game. But I also think the Chiefs gonna run the ball. Patty gonna run the ball a little bit too. This is gonna be a great game. I just think what's the running back, Tyson, is gonna be able to run against these Chiefs. But he's gonna have to throw the ball, and these guys gotta catch the ball. He targeted this guy that's been there 3 years with them last week, and he dropped the ball in the end zone. That was rare, because he usually catches the ball.
Duvernay?
No, the one with all the hair. Oh man, let me look him up. But while I do that, I think Marquise Brown is injured. But so he won't really be. He might play, but I don't think he's gonna be a highlight of this game. But quiet as kept, I think Sammy Watkins will be a highlight of this game. I believe he had 8 targets last week for his first game with Jackson. He had 8 targets, bro. Like that was amazing. Like I just had like a gut feeling, and I picked up Sammy in the draft, and
Yeah, I got him on the team that I'm playing you.
And it was a gut feeling, and the only reason why he's made my starting roster, is because these first 2 weeks they had a Monday night game, and now it's the Sunday night game. Those are primetime games. Plus he got the targets, so I'm gonna play him like he's a number one. Because I just think he's gonna get some targets in the end zone. He might get a couple of targets in the end zone, in the red zone. So I'm hoping that he has a good game. The Chiefs, on the other hand, that's Patty Mahomes. What they did last week was insane. Like, to come back in the fourth quarter like that. But it was very Chief-like, very Mahomes-like, and they should have expected it. The Browns crumbled, as I said earlier. And this is a hard game to judge, man. I'm going to take the Ravens. But not by a high margin. Not by a high margin at all. Because Patty can air it out. And he can score a lot of points fast. But I'll take the Ravens because of their defense.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely taking the Chiefs.
I know you are.
There's no way the Ravens can keep up scoring the ball. They don't have enough weapons on offense. They're constantly in disarray from injury after injury after injury. I want to see a great game. I think the Ravens will keep up for a little while, and then Patty just does what Patty does. Kelsey does what Kelsey does. Tyreek does what Tyreek does. And starting all my Kansas City Chiefs, except for probably McCole Hardman. I'll probably wait a week or two to see.
I actually think that, and this is how I felt from the end of last year about him. They use him in their system for like 50 plays a game. Now, they may not throw the ball to him, but he's running 50 plays. You know what I mean? Like, wow. Like, they're going to start eventually using him. Like, he's running 50 plays. Like, you know what I mean? So, I think he's good to play in a flex. You know what I mean? Because he can get in the end zone a couple of times a game, or he can get in the end zone none.
Yeah, but he can always catch the long one, too.
Yeah.
So, I get you.
Yeah.
But me personally, I'll probably just hold off and wait.
Yeah, that's pretty true. I'm starting Lamar. I'm starting their running back. I had a toss-up because I got Latavius Murray, and being a primetime game, I was wondering if I should play him because he'll probably get half the touches. Thing is, are they relevant touches versus the guys I had, and I decided not to play him. So I played a 1 o'clock game, and Najee Harris is the pick, and he's playing. But I'm starting wide receiver Sammy Watkins. I'm starting, for some of you, you're going to start Marquise Brown. I wouldn't start Marquise Brown. I would sit him this week because he was injured. He was on the injury list most of the week. He did have a little walkthrough yesterday in practice, so he is available. I just don't think he's going to produce a lot. So that's where I would go with that. And we divided there. You Chiefs, I'm Ravens. We're going to see. That's going to be a good game to watch. Maybe. And that's my live game. That's the game that I do live. Yes, primetime game Sundays, primetime game Monday, primetime game Thursday. Those are what BANGnACES does live every week. So stay tuned, y'all. And then, last but not least, to wrap it up, and I thank you for staying with me tonight, Shy, and doing this with me. This was good. We have the Monday night game with Lions versus the Green Bay Packers. the Packers in Green Bay, in Lambeau Field, with Aaron Rodgers, who was a no-show and the most despicable play I could ever see from him last week, looking worse than a rookie in his decision-making and everything. And as he said it, words of him, calm down, don't panic. It's one game.
I agree 100%. Everybody going crazy. Aaron ain't Aaron all of a sudden.
I remember them doing this last year, so I understand. You know what I mean? When he has a bad game, they want to bury him, and he's just not there yet. He's not falling off the cliff yet. Not yet, y'all. But Aaron, you better show up tomorrow. Monday. You better show up, because if you thought they crucified you last week, if you let the Lions get this W on you, and they are not slouches, they may not be able to have the defense that could contend with you, but that bad decision making and all of that, the Lions could beat you. Patricia and them, the Lions could beat you. Goff is over there. They got some receivers that are just starting to make their names, and who's they tight end?
Which team?
Lions.
Who?
Lions, Detroit.
TJ Hawkinson.
Yo, Hawkinson. Monster week. I think he had close to 15 to 20 targets. That's insane. So he's the only one that competed last week with Waller as far as production and tight ends. So watch out in the Patricia system. And Goff loves his tight ends. Another quarterback that loves tight ends. The whole system is predicated over tight ends.
For real.
So Hawkinson, I expect him to have a superstar season, pending he stays healthy. They have some runners over there. Who are their running backs?
Jamal Williams and Deandre Swift. I like both of them.
Swift. Yeah, man. They're both starts for me this week. Is Goff a sit or start?
I think he has to be a start, because he's got to try to keep up with what Green Bay's going to do.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is going to air it out this week. So I believe Aaron Rodgers is a start. Goff is a start. Both their running backs, I would say, is a start. Wide receivers for them. Who they got? Schwartz in them? No, Schwartz is on Cleveland. Who they got? See, that's bad. You don't even know. So I guess that's a sit for the Lions. Packers.
They got Tyrod Williams.
Tyrod Williams. Okay. Yeah. Another player that.
I was partaking in my medicine.
That's right. I'm about to do mine too. Yeah, the Packers, Aaron Rodgers is a start. The running back, Aaron Jones, is a start. Wide receivers for them. Who you think is Cobb a start this week?
No.
No.
Not Cobb, but I do like Adams, of course.
You like Adams?
You always
Adams is a start. Okay, Adams is a start. Is Allison a start?
No.
Is the tight end Tunyon a start?
Yeah, I like Tunyon. I like
is
Tunyon, and I
excellent.
like MVS, Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Oh, yes.
He had 7 or 8 targets last week.
Yeah, and I said that to you prior to the season, and you waved him off.
I did.
You waved Scantling off, and I did that based off. I did it based off the system that they ran last year. They threw a lot of targets to Scantling. You know what I mean? When he was healthy. You know what I mean? So I expected Rodgers to throw it to him this year. And when Scantling went down, he threw a lot of targets to Allison. So that's why I asked you about them. Are they
I
healthy?
don't even think Geronimo is playing for that team anymore.
Okay.
I think they have Lazard.
Oh, Lazard. Lazard is the other guy. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Fast, good hands. Is he a starter or sit?
I don't trust him yet. Just MVS in the flex,
Okay.
and of course, Adams as a one. I think Rodgers has the game. I think he goes over 300 easy, 2-3 touchdowns himself, and I think Tunyon gets in the end zone. I think Green Bay wins this game easily.
Oh, you think they're gonna manhandle the Monday night primetime game, the Lions?
Yeah. I don't think the Lions don't have anything at receiver worth talking about. So they got Hawkinson. You cover Hawkinson, and now what do you got?
I think that's to be determined.
Their running backs are not going to beat you up and down the field. They're going to make a couple of plays here and there, but they're not going to beat you all night long. Not Green Bay. Now, Jamal Williams in the revenge game, I love him. I love Swift.
Yeah. You know what? I'm going to take the upset here. I'm going to go with the Lions in a close game upset.
Whoa.
So that's two.
bold.
Ravens and the Lions.
Bold.
It's a Monday night game.
So
I
who
think
you starting from the Detroit side?
I said it. If you're gonna start golf, you gotta start their number one.
Their number one is TJ Hawkinson.
And you gotta start both their running backs. I think that's gonna be the difference in this game. It's gonna be the running game and the defense. And I think the Lions.
You don't think? Now, just opinion here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Green Bay got a better running game, or you think Detroit got a better running game? You got Aaron Jones or Swift?
Right now,
who has a better game?
After what I saw last week, I think the Lions got a better running game.
Wow, bold
I think
again.
Aaron Jones is the better runner, but at the end of the day, that dual back system is in Patricia's system is going to be different.
I think A.J. Dillon is a better running back than anybody in Detroit. And that's
we'll
bold.
see.
What the hell with Deandre Swift?
Yeah, okay. Swift was important. He was impressive last week. I didn't think that he would. He can run that way, and he actually was really good. I'm curious to see what he does in prime time. You know what I mean?
He was shocking last week, but he's also playing a much better defense this week. So
that I agree with. Green Bay is very a better defense, but they let a lot of points up last week, and they only scored 3. So that is an alarm.
I don't even think they showed up last week, but I definitely think they will this week.
And the pressure's on. So now,
they're at home.
I'm not
saying
right.
Monday night. It's going to be tough to beat them in Lambeau. So
I agree.
That was bold.
I agree, but again, my thing I would say is the Packers are gonna be under pressure. Aaron Rodgers can handle that pressure. I do not think the rest of them can. So that's why I think the Lions are gonna have an easier pressured game, and they're gonna just run their system. And I think this is gonna be close. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to come down to the end of trying to win it on his arm, and the defense of the Lions is going to step up. I think the Lions defense is slept on, and it's deservingly because of their history. But I just think they're different. It's like they're not the Patriots, but I see them play the system like the Patriots, you know what I mean? So teams can't just run it up on them, you know what I mean? I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be under a little bit of pressure this week, you know what I mean? But that's just my bold prediction for the Monday night game. I can't wait to do it live. I can't wait to do it live. The same thing with the Ravens games. Those are my 2 bold predictions of the week. Now that we got that asserted, bold predictions will be every week. And I didn't even plan that. That that just grew because of Shy and me, and we had a wonderful, wonderful episode. 2
Love
hours.
it, man. I love it. I hope
2 hours and 24 minutes. Oh my goodness. Yo, salute, Shy, man. Thank you for this, man.
My pleasure, brother. My
CJ
pleasure.
on the phone.
Give me a holler tomorrow during the games, man.
Will
you
do.
know I'm always watching.
We'll do, and I hope I crush you.
And with that, I'm gonna hit you with one of these.
Salute, everybody. This is BANGnACES live and direct sport commentary, live with your host Bang, and that was CJ Cheyenne, and that was our take, our Startem, Sittems, and our picks for the week 2 of the NFL season. I know a lot of my people don't watch football anymore, and that's fine. But I'm a sports phenom, a fan first, and I play in these leagues. So I have all this information, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. We're a very new show here, BANGnACES. We do the live Monday night for football. We'll do it Monday nights, Thursday night primetime games. So that's the 8:30 primetime games, and Sunday nights 8:30 primetime games. In between, we'll be doing critiques for the fantasy Startem Sittems for the weeks. I'll be having reactions to games, shorts and stuff like that. So stay tuned, everybody. Again, thank you for the love, and we're gonna ride out. We're gonna ride out. We're gonna ride out.
Put an end to junk sleep at Mattress.
Hold on, that always seems to happen to me. I really enjoyed this episode. We ran through the whole league for tomorrow's morning's late roster put-ins. If y'all listen to it, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hashtag BANGnACES in chat. Salute to A2GG. Salute to Know It All Designs. And salute to Third Pound. Salute to 183rd B's and the fam. And salute to you, the fans. Don't forget to check out my Bank Time USA Media. My page on Bank Time USA Media for gaming content and other photography and podcasting remarks and critiques. We got the verses critiques up there. The Streets Need the Body series. I'll keep posting that. Y'all give me your opinions on that too. I'll post that on BANGnACES Live and Direct, because that rap to me and music to me is a blood sport, especially when it comes down to verses and battles. So that will be considered a sport. So you will get music content. But that would probably be it for BANGnACES. Again, you are live with BANGnACES Live and Direct. You are live with your host Bang, aka Indie Pro. And I thank y'all for rocking out with me tonight. We're gonna probably end it there, and I'll see y'all the next time. Salute. Bang!
Cash and respect from the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect from the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat to the top like a crown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. I'm from the bottom bottom of the barrel, came apart than the gravel. All black be my apparel, Glock 40 pointing at you. We storming niggas' castles, my niggas is going cashews. I like it, I take it, I ain't gotta fucking ask you. Terrorist mindset, deadly the thoughts, should've buried the nonsense. And piss in the corpse, you niggas small like the fine print, fall in line to get pop quick. You forgot your reminder, third pound we the livest. Respect over everything, cash come included, my clique get everything. Mash on the music, biz, it is what it is. These are the breaks, separate the real from the G's and the fakes. Cut the grass low, poison all the snakes. Stash the cash flow and let it roll till it breaks. Life only determined by success. And since I'm ball blessed, ain't no doubt me and the team next. We coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat. To the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat. To the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck.
Never lose love like sleep, I be stretched out. Everybody on my line, that's why I stepped out. Mark Haterade, stone face gripped up. Mouth split, Tony talking Tiger gear ripped up. Pound reppin', G checking freshman. Top hat pimped out like the West End. Musical, wise guy, no lie. Real hard, true eyeball, eyeball. Nigga pick a side, killers never switch a side. Money or the power, push away, I feel aside. Deal a day, still celebrating. Pop another bottle for every hater hating. Both hands, middle finger in the air. Shining on both so you see them shits clear. Playboy, ice grill, me no scared. And you can keep them ugly bitches over there.
Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat. To the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat. To the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck.
They don't wanna see me shine. Might go blind and the blind can't leave the blind. Dropping gems on them, they don't pay no mind. Nope. It ain't worth throwing pearls and swine. Love that fast money, wanna stick something. But a slow million better than a quick 100. One line at a time, keep them hits coming. Uncut blow, take a whiff of it. It's a shame what they do for wealth. Wanna be Wayne, shoot yourself. Like December 31st, let off them choppers like it's January 1st. July 4th with them fireworks. Put that mask on, October 31st. You the best, guess we the worst. This is my world, Mr. Universe.
We coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat. To the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck. Coming live and direct for the cash and respect. From the bottom of the barrel like a terrorist threat. To the top like a frown high on the apex. Old school, new school, every goon on deck.
Coming live in the back, can't pardon your disrespect. From the G's to the goons, little homies on deck. This is boom back like a terrorist threat. Keep it gully good, can't shame my rap. Spit a universal code, take game and bet. Call me thinker, bring your gang and set. I'm a suicide king, never bang regret. From the bottom of the barrel like the game is fit. As long as I'm alive, too legit to quit. The hustle is the turn, trying to flip the script. Don't let the struggle burn, you gotta flick the switch. Third pound on the room, go ridiculous. Oh.